case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In 1944, the Supreme Court of the United States heard the case of Ashcraft versus Tennessee, which focused on the conflict between federal and state law in the regulation of interstate commerce. At the heart of this case was the question of whether federal law superseded state law when regulating navigation and monopoly licenses for steamboat operators. In the mid-19th century, Ogden obtained a monopoly license to operate steamboats in New York waters according to state law. However, Gibbons acquired a similar license from the federal government and began competing with Ogden on the same route. In response, Ogden filed a lawsuit to maintain his monopoly and obtained an injunction to stop Gibbons from operating his ferries in New York waters. The appellate court upheld the injunction, and Gibbons subsequently appealed the decision to the Supreme Court of the United States. The case raised important questions about the power of states versus the federal government in granting licenses and operating monopolies in interstate commerce. The term commerce referred to traffic, intercourse, navigation, and commodities associated with interstate commerce. If commerce excluded navigation, then the federal government would lack direct power in this area. However, the government had exercised this power with universal consent since its inception. The Supreme Court determined that the commerce power applied to commerce among states, allowing Congress to regulate commercial activities between states. Conversely, a state's internal commerce was reserved for itself. When states regulated interstate or foreign commerce, they inadvertently exercised Congress's power, occasionally causing conflicts with Congress's acts and requiring state laws to yield to congressional power. Ultimately, the Supreme Court ruled that federal law prevails over state law in matters of interstate commerce regulation. This decision clarified the limits of state power in granting licenses and operating monopolies in interstate commerce and reaffirmed the role of the federal government in this domain.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.